Afternoon, good evening, good morning. Today I will be showing you how I'll be showing how I did a predictive model to predict the wetland location or zones in Nigeria. So basically, what I did was I used the Laje as my sampling site. So let me load that out so we can have that at first. So I have my study area to be Ilaje community, the local government Ilaje, and the training points. This was sampled using my ArcGIS. This was sampled using my ArcGIS, as you can see here. So I have points sampled for my wetland. At the same time, I have points sampled for the dry land. So I inserted that and I got a code using my AI coding, and I did some code editing to work this out. So if I run this too, it's going to load Ilaje community. This is 20. I sampled using 2020 Sentinel imagery. I use 2020. So I'm gonna run this out. So as you can see, this is the wetland occurrence. So we are going to see the display of exactly it's working now. So we're going to see the display. Okay, so this is the location, the larger community, and what I did was I used this as a sampling site, and with some grand, like all these grand points from my Google Earth or either imagery, I pinpoint all those that I see to be wetland, and at the same time the area that seems to be dry land, I pick some points and I have these out for 2020 imagery. So I'm gonna save this. So I have the prediction. So as you can see, I still have my Ilaje, which is the study area 1, and the training point for the study area 1. Now I would like to predict for other areas within Nigeria, because I believe we're having the same reflectance for all our zone here in Nigeria for Sentinel data. So now, as you can see all the code, I've written all the code. This took me for like 2 days before I can develop this, even despite the fact I'm using AI. So we're gonna wait for that. So this is Lokoja. I'm using a case study of Lokoja. So I'm gonna wait until it's load. It's done, rather. So as you can see, I have the predicted wetland. Did you see that? The yellow means dry land, where we have all the blue ones to be the wetlands. This is a normal protocol, like the normal coding at first. So now what I did was I had to, we are considering wetlands. So in this case, I need to extract, I need to mark out where we don't have, like where we have water. I need to mark out where we have water so that we can have the wetland without water. So that is how I have this. But this is the normal predicted wetland for the new study area, as you can see. So if I uncheck this, so you can see I have the wetland, which is in blue, and then the yellow, which is considered to be a dry land, based on this coding I did. So the purpose of this is that it can work for any area within Nigeria. So that's what I'm going to. It's a predictive model, and I've not checked the validation yet. So, but let me try to insert OAU. Let me insert OAU so that we can see whether we really have wetlands in our in our school or not. So in that case, once I import this, I'll just copy the study area here. I'll delete this local jar. The study area 1 and training points are they are my sample. These are my training samples. So nothing must happen to these two. That is what I use to generate the model for it to work for other areas. So I'm going to zoom in to where I have OAU in Ife. So this is OAU here in Ife. So we wait until it's downloading. So you can see that. So you can see these are the area where we have wetland within OAU environment, and where we have the yellow is I'm very conversant with the environment in OAU, so I'm very sure we don't really have much wetlands. And let's see area wetlands without water body, so we can see that. So this is, at least to some extent, it's still acceptable. And let me try to use another area. Let me use Lagos. I think Lagos also is all this coastal area. Copy this and delete this. So I'm gonna paste this to Lagos and then run the code. So take me to Lagos. So I'll be able to see areas that cover with. So it's still loading. So can you see that? These are the area. These are the wetland area. The predicted wetland and the new study area are shown, as you can see there. So that's it. So that's for the Lagos. And then I need to mark out the water body. So I don't want to have the water body. So I'll be left with where I don't have water body. So in that case, I need to uncheck this legend. I need to check this layer so that I can have the remaining one. So here are the predictive zones for the wetland in Lagos State. So now I want to use another study area. Maybe let me use I don't really have much study area loaded here, but we can still check out maybe some places. But I don't want to use the European part or the UK one because of the spectral reflectance of Sentinel data over there is quite different from our own. So I believe that's just all. Okay, let me try to see Oshogbo, whether we have something like that in Oshogbo. Let me try to import that into my code and let's see. So let me import that. Study area 2, then copy this, then I'm gonna delete this, then I'll paste it there. Then run this. So it will take me to Oshogbo. So you can see that here is Oshogbo. So I'll be able to see whether there's probability we have wetland or we don't have wetland there in Oshogbo. So let's wait until it's loaded. So this is just like a model somebody else can build and modify on. So let's see. So Oshogbo is free from all these things. So it's dry land. We have dry land much in Oshogbo. So we don't really have much wetlands there. So in that case, that means Oshogbo is built up, completely built up. That is where I don't think I have Ogun State here. Niger. Oh, let me try Niger. Let me try Niger State. Good. Let me try Niger State. Import this. Copy this. I'm gonna copy the name responsible to run the code and paste and run. So I want to see this probability, we have stuff like that. Based on the training sample, based on the training point I picked for Ilaje. These are the training sample I picked for Ilaje. So Ilaje is just like my case study. So I want to use that. To develop a model to see whether it will work out for another area, and then some people can also check for validation later. Okay, good. I think it's working. Good. So great. So that means it works out. So that's for the Niger State. this for Niger State. So this is the predicted wetland. So let's remove the water bodies and let's see what we have left. So this is what we have left. Yeah, so as you can see, we have a dry land here. So everything here is wetland. So you can see wetlands here. So I believe this should also work out perfectly for people that like looking forward to get wetland location or zones. I believe this should work out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you.